The following is a production of Cary TV, the Town of Cary's government access channel.
Happy New Year. Through hard work, innovation, sound policies, and let's face it, a little bit of good fortune, Cary has become a leader in our region's recovery from the Great Recession. We've continued to maintain a remarkably hot business climate, being one of the few areas in the country where businesses continue to want to locate, relocate, and expand. While our nation, state, and even surrounding municipalities are suffering from unemployment rates hovering near double digits, Cary's unemployment rate continues to fall from nearly 7% 18 months ago to now just over 5%. Here's how that drop is happening. Siemens opened a 150,000 square foot gold level LEED certified building that added 300 jobs. John Deere moved 100 engineering jobs to the area. Garmin International leased 15,000 square feet and added 40 research and engineering positions. American Airlines expanded its call center and created 108 new jobs. Sears Regional Routing Center created 50 jobs. Epic Games expanded by 75,000 square feet. Wake County Public Schools announced it will move its central office to Cary this summer. And our largest employer, SAS, is adding 100 new jobs over the next 2 years. And the great news for Cary citizens is that these are just a few of our economic successes in 2010. We're very optimistic about 2011 with business inquiries way up just over the last few months. It's important to know that an integral partner in our success is the Cary Chamber of Commerce, which officially serves as the chief economic development arm for the town. They've done a great job with business recruitment and making sure that as opportunities arise, they are right for our community. Cary is at the table fighting for the good jobs and the new tax base that we need to keep our town strong. But it's not just new business that's helping lead us out of the recession. It's new people and the skills, talents, ideas, and commitments they bring with them to Cary. While so many citizens are seeing their neighborhoods fall apart from flight, Cary's population grew at a targeted and healthy level. In 2010, 4,000 newcomers chose to call Cary home, which brought us to over 143,000 strong and kept us the 7th largest municipality in the state. New people mean new places to live, and even though rates aren't back to the levels we'd like, those who work in or support our land development and construction sectors know that new homes and apartments are still being built in Cary. In fact, Cary issued more single-family permits in 2010 than any other municipality in Wake County, including Raleigh. Today, and on behalf of those here before you, we welcome you to your new home and look forward to the contributions you will make. Whether it's new businesses or new people, one of the keys to Cary's continued success is balance, especially when it comes to making sure we have the water, roads, parks, police, fire, and other infrastructure in place when needed so that we maintain our high quality of life. I'm glad to say that despite the recession, the town is continuing to make what I believe are the investments necessary to keep our citizens not just contented, but proud of their community. Aquastar and the Western Wake Regional Wastewater Management Facilities are two of the important utility projects that marked 2010 and will continue to be part of our lives in the coming years. Aquastar, the town's new water metering system, is beginning its 18-month town-wide installation this month. Aquastar replaces the current manual meter reading process with a wireless system that collects multiple remote meter reads per day, allowing for better leak detection and improved customer service while saving utility customers over $2 million during the 17-year project's life. With the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers ruling this summer that it's the best alternative, construction on the Western Wake Regional Wastewater Facilities is set to begin this spring. And I cannot overstate the importance of this $330 million project to central and southeastern North Carolina. Without these facilities, Sanford, Fayetteville, Wilmington, and others along the Cape Fear River won't have tens of million gallons of water each day for drinking, manufacturing, construction, cooling, and processing. There won't be additional water for new businesses in RTP South, and little to no expansion of existing ones. The same is true for Morrisville, Cary, and Apex, the latter of which is out of sewer capacity today. The wastewater facilities will also bring relief in the form of clean water and working sewer to dozens who live near the plant site and have failed wells and septic tanks. Clearly, everyone needs to be behind this critical regional effort. In 2010, our commitment to becoming a greener Cary was taken to the next level by hiring our first sustainability manager with funding from the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. Having someone on board to help the town consistently think about sustainability in all of our projects has made a tremendous difference in a very short time. We received a state grant for an idle reduction pilot project which utilizes energy extreme technology to run auxiliary equipment in several town vehicles via a special battery instead of having to keep motors idling. We've also received an energy efficient and conservation block grant for an emissions inventory to systematically evaluate how and where the town spends money on energy and to help reduce town emissions. And we've also launched a unique pilot project with Progress Energy to replace several streetlights around Cary with special LED energy-saving lighting. But one of the most exciting projects we've authorized is the construction of the first fire station with strict environmental guidelines. Fire Station number 8, scheduled for completion in late 2012, will be built and operated with LEED characteristics and hopefully will be the first of many Cary public buildings with a meaningful environmental focus. In addition to these new initiatives, we're continuing to make great strides with our existing environmental focused efforts. Spruce, the Town Litter Reduction and Beautification Program, had tremendous participation this year. 644 volunteers spent 1,685 hours beautifying Cary by cleaning up 9,486 pounds of litter, installing plants, mulching parks, and renovating the Compost Education Center. The town's recycling program kept 41% of all curbside collections out of the landfill, and our water conservation initiatives continued to enjoy great support from citizens who consistently followed our alternate day watering rules to hundreds of people who participate in our turf buyback and high efficiency toilet rebate programs. Clearly, 2010 was a shining example of how Town of Cary leads the state in preserving and protecting our finite resources. But there's another way Cary continues our tradition of leading the area of protection: the protection of public health, safety, and welfare through the unmatched efforts of our nationally accredited police and fire departments. In addition to becoming reaccredited in 2010, Cary's fire department helped train more than 70 citizens in emergency response through the Community Emergency Response Teams, or CERT. CERT volunteers are trained to help themselves and their neighbors survive during an initial phase of a disaster until help can arrive. And our fire department was also responsible for providing us with this year's Town of Cary Employee of the Year, Fire Captain Yoko Sorensen. Like their colleagues in red, the town's women and men in blue helped keep us safe from crime and propelled us back into being one of the 10 safest cities in America. We're once again the safest in North Carolina and the safest in the Southeast. And for communities of our size of 100,000 or greater, Cary's the second safest place in the nation. I believe this achievement is due in large part to the excellent relationships our police have built with our citizens, especially through the Geo-Policing Initiative, which emphasizes citizen interaction and participation in problem solving. In 2011, I expect more of the same as we launch Project Phoenix, which will focus on enhancing the safety of those who live in our rental community. Whether you're drawn to Cary to live, work, do business, raise a family, or all of the above, be assured that your safety is a top priority for the town. Of course, we can't forget the fun, especially when it continues to translate into high dollars while contributing to our community's high quality of life. The town of Cary's 3 major sports venues, the Cary Tennis Park, the USA Baseball National Training Complex, and the Wake Med Soccer Park, had another huge economic impact in Cary and surrounding areas. USA Baseball hosted several national and international events, including the USA Collegiate Team Contest, resulting in over $2.5 million in economic benefit. The tennis park hosted state and national junior tournaments as well as the ACC tournament, resulting in over $1.3 million in economic benefit. In addition, the North Carolina Tennis Association recognized Cary Parks Department as the Outstanding Parks and Recreation Department of the Year. The Wake Med Soccer Park hosted the NCAA Women's College Cup, the ACC Men's and Women's Championships, 10 Railhawks matches, several cross-country matches, and many more events, resulting in an economic benefit of over $2.1 million. Combined, our major sports venues were estimated to have generated well over $5.8 million in economic benefit. These venues, combined with our NCAA Championship City designation, will continue to enhance our reputation as an amateur sports mecca in 2011 and provide a much-needed economic benefit. In addition to Cary's major sports venues, the town continued to see great participation with other events and programs, including Cocoa Booth Amphitheater concerts, Lazy Days, and our other signature festivals, clinics, camps, classes, and leagues. One of our largest and most visible current capital projects is also tied to fun: the renovation of the old Cary Elementary building into the new Cary Community Arts Center, which we expect to open this spring. There'll be 16 teaching and activity spaces in the building. Specialized studios will provide for classes in the area previously unavailable, such as woodworking, faux painting techniques, printmaking, and lithography, in addition to expanding learning in ceramics, jewelry, glassmaking, fiber arts, dance, youth, and adult performances. Citizens will be able to interact with leaders in various visual and performing arts. And the gallery will provide for artists from Cary and beyond to exhibit works in a professional, historic, yet modern setting. But the opening of the Community Arts Center is only one piece of the good news for our downtown. As we did with our sustainability efforts, we've decided to hire a professional manager to help spearhead our downtown redevelopment. When the person is on board early this year, he or she will bring various groups and stakeholders together, develop and lead implementation of short-term action plans, incorporating events and small capital projects that promote community awareness and momentum for continued reinvestment. A staff task team will also be working and studying various aspects of downtown redevelopment. It's a lot to accomplish, especially during these tough economic times. Fortunately, the town's finances remain very strong thanks to the actions taken by our staff under the watchful eye and leadership of Town Manager Ben Shiver. Unlike most of our neighbors, Cary ended the fiscal year with nearly a $12 million surplus. Part of that was thanks to our finance staff's management of debt and investments. In 2010, the town refinanced twice, resulting in a $2 million saving in debt service. For the second year in a row, the town also committed to no new debt and no tax rate increase. Our debt service levels remain under 12%, which is well below our self-imposed ceiling of 15%. Our fund balance continues to exceed our 4-month minimum. In 2010, we held our operating costs to roughly the same low levels as 2009. Part of holding costs down is running lean, especially when it comes to people, and there isn't a local government around that accomplishes as much and at as a high quality as our town staff does. To put this in perspective, Cary has less than 8 employees per 1,000 residents, compared to the state average of about 11 employees per 1,000 residents, making us one of the most efficient municipal operations in North Carolina. To help weather the recession, The town manager cut his workforce to just over 1,140 people, which is remarkable given that all that we expect and get from them. As mayor, I can tell you that Cary citizens are served by the very best that local government has to offer. So what does this all mean to you? Well, in 2010, our Cary was once again named as one of the safest places in America, as well as a great place for new jobs, for maintaining jobs, and for working moms. We were also noted for our intelligent population and recognized as a healthy community for the active aging. We were also named as one of the best small cities in the country. Certainly, we love these national accolades, but the most important review we get is from you, our Cary citizens. That's what matters the most to us. And in 2010, just like we have in every other year since 1998, we conducted our biannual Citizen Satisfaction Telephone Survey. And this year, as in past years, you continue to say that you love this community. You approved of where we're heading and the town's service to you. At the Town of Cary, we focus every day on enriching your lives by creating an exceptional environment and providing exemplary services that enable you to thrive and prosper. That's actually the Town of Cary's mission statement. And I hope that in 2010, you've seen that we've worked hard to meet it. So once again, I'm happy to report that Cary begins 2011 as one of the best places in the United States to live, work, run a business, and raise a family. But it will be another year in the long, slow recovery from the recession. Even so, with the help of over 1,100 employees at the Town of Cary, it will be a year where we will continue to have the quality of life head and shoulders above the rest. With the help of my colleagues on council, it will be a year of new initiatives and new beginnings, even in the toughest of times. With the help of businesses and residents of Cary, we will remain one of the greatest places to live in the United States. I'm honored to serve the Town of Cary, and I appreciate your faith in me as your mayor.
This has been a production of Cary TV. Visit the Town of Cary's website at townofcary.org.